Hello everyone, just want to say hello to the early birds, those of you who joined the stream, pretty early on here. Today is one of the most random days ever. So much random stuff just happening at once. I'm being pulled in about 5 million directions at all times. I'll talk a little bit about it on the pre-stream, although I don't want to digress too much on it because we are here obviously for gameplay. But anyway, yeah, I get to play Firewatch today, which is pretty cool. This is a game that I was interested in since I saw it at E3 last year. But you know, it had the unfortunate timing of coming out a week with 2 other games that I wanted to play, so I didn't know if I was going to get to it, but hey, looks like all circumstances have aligned so that I beat the other 2 games already, and we get to play Firewatch. So I'm excited. A lot of people have been asking me to play this week. I didn't know if I was going to get to it, and here we are only on Friday, and we are getting to it, so that's pretty sweet. So, let's take a couple minutes here. I literally just sent out the tweet saying that the stream is live. At any moment, some random stuff could happen, like my PC restarting or any kinds of crazy shit. I hope it doesn't, but that's the kind of day today's been so far for me. I'm going to take a couple minutes here. I'm going to go use the restroom and get ready. I'm going to come back and do the pre-stream. So thanks to the early birds for being here super early. More people are going to be joining within a moment here because I just tweeted, and then we'll start pre-stream. So thanks, and I'll be back shortly. All right, holy moly, holy mackerel. Hello everyone. How's everyone doing today? Holy bejesus, what a day it's been for me so far. Of course, this is Phil here on the stream. I guess I should make that clear. No, this is not the trying to think of something funny. This is not the Donald Trump Power Hour. This is not Scare PewDiePie, whatever the hell that stupid show is. This is my gameplay stream for Friday, February 12th, 2016. Hello and welcome, everyone. Oh my god, what a day it's been for me so far. Out of control. I'll give you guys a small idea of what I've been going through today. It's been the most random friggin' day I think I've ever had in a long time. And don't get me wrong, this is not something super negative at all. This is such a mishmash and mix of random stuff that's happened in the past 2 hours that I've been conscious. That, I just feel like I have to share this with you. Before we get to Firewatch, which, by the way, yes, today is Firewatch. FYI, people have been asking me to play this game all week, ever since, you know, E3 last year when we saw some footage of this game and it looked kind of promising and interesting. You know, I'm pretty interested in seeing what's gonna happen with this game. I have no idea, you know, what it entails besides kind of an open world exploration aspect. And being that I played a few different games this week, I played Naruto, and then I went ahead and I played Unravel. I didn't know if I was going to get to it. I had no idea if I was actually going to get to this game or not, and a lot of people were disappointed, and they were almost kind of spamming me this week saying, are you playing Firewatch? Why didn't you play Firewatch? Firewatch. I even have one guy, I love these conspiracy theorists, one guy literally said this on Twitter the other day. You'll love this one. Phil, your plan has backfired. You purposely played Unravel instead of Firewatch because Unravel was published by EA, and you thought that it would get big views. Therefore, your plan has backfired. You are all about money. Ha ha ha. Take that. Yes, absolutely. He's 100% right. Obviously, because Unravel, a game made by a little rinky-dink game studio that no one heard of until E3 last year, a cutesy platformer, even though it really isn't cutesy at all once you actually start playing the game. I played that because it was published by EA, which I didn't even know until I started playing the game. Wow. Some people just really are on some crazy shit. Let me tell you, they are fucking hitting that bong really hard. I don't even know where you could get this kind of stuff. How you can make a connection that because of a game publisher is EA that I would think more people would watch a play. I don't know. I'm just at a loss for words at this time. At this point, I had no idea because you know last game 3 years ago, Naruto was a 72-part playthrough to get through the story. No lie, it was 72 parts to get through the story. It took like 20 some hours of gameplay. This time around, I beat it in like less than 10 hours. So you know, a very big difference there between the 2 games, so I had no idea that I was going to be able to get to what I got to here, alright? So anyway, let's get back to my story, alright? Actually, first of all, Yellow Knife in the stream chat is saying that YouTube did an audit and it looks like I lost millions of views today. No, I didn't notice that, and quite honestly, it makes 0 sense because how do you take away views? It doesn't sound to me like YouTube did any kind of an audit. It sounds to me like YouTube doesn't know what they're doing as usual, which I wouldn't be surprised. I certainly would not be surprised because many of you may not know this, YouTube has not had correct views since November of last year. There was an entire week during the month of November of 2015 where views didn't even count. Like, some videos had views, some videos didn't, and YouTube's been saying ever since then that views are completely wrong. There's no way you can, like, even if they subtract views, it doesn't mean someone didn't watch your video, it just means that YouTube doesn't know how to count, which is not news to me. Being that I've been on YouTube since 2008, I could tell you firsthand YouTube doesn't know how to count. I know for a fact they don't. It makes no sense. It literally makes no fucking sense, okay? So, you know, who knows? Apparently everyone is saying that everyone lost a bajillion views overnight. I don't know. I haven't checked. I really don't give a shit, you know? It makes no sense at all. It doesn't matter, because the thing is, you know, it's the way that it works is you get paid off of new views, just so you know, or off of ad revenue, okay? It depends. Some people have view-based contracts. Some people have ad revenue-based contracts. If you get paid off of views, right, you get paid off of new views. So, for example, let me give you some perspective here. Back in, what was it, September of 2015, I had a massive dip in views on DSP Gaming because I had to delete some multiple hundreds of videos for copyright bullshit, all right? And my channel showed as losing 3 million views, but I still made money that month, you know? Now, if you're on an ad revenue contract, it doesn't matter at all. Your ad revenue is your ad revenue. It doesn't matter if YouTube subtracts views or not. The ad revenue you made was the ad revenue you made. So either way, it's not an issue. It's just people's view counts, I guess, went down or whatever overnight. That's just one of the random things that I'd like to bring up. So that's one of the random things that happened. That actually was like the least one on my mind. So I wake up this morning and there's a whole bunch of Twitter nonsense going on. I just want to warn any of you who do follow me on Twitter. Probably for the next day or so, there's going to be a bunch of ridiculous, just silly, childish shit going on Twitter that I don't want to be a part of. As you know, I use Twitter for business-related purposes primarily, and every once in a while, I'll send out some kind of a personal tweet about something that's not business related. But I use Twitter way more for business, you know, telling you when my streams are live, telling you when videos are going live and in playlist, my daily schedule. That's far more important to me than any kind of silly shit on Twitter, which, you know, tons of people use Twitter for just stupid shit, you know, just insane internet meme style nonsense. And I'm not into that shit, you know, but, I'll just forewarn you, if you are following me on Twitter, in the next day or so, there may be some complete ridiculous nonsense. There's still hundreds of people sending me stupid tweets that I'm ignoring because I have better things to do than sit here on Twitter and listen to garbage and just waste of time when I have work to do. You know what I mean? So that's just one thing. My Twitter's being bombarded with nonsense. So that's one thing I'm dealing with. I wake up and I'm getting messages. Let me give you a little bit of perspective here. I'm not going to fully, you know, explain too much behind the scenes here of, you know, what goes on with, you know, my agreements with places like Machinima and YouTube and stuff like that. Let me just put it this way, all right? There's been a big discrepancy between YouTubers and YouTube ongoing since late last year. It's been an ongoing thing, and basically, in other words, a lot of YouTubers seem to be owed a lot of money, meaning it looks like YouTube fucked up and didn't do things properly in the year of 2015, and because of that, a lot of YouTubers actually ended up being underpaid near the end of the year, and it's been kind of an ongoing thing is, you know, how much, you know, realistically, how did our businesses do? It's not just me, it's a bunch of YouTubers have been affected by this. And you probably haven't heard much about it because, you know, we don't like to talk too much about behind the scenes financial shit unless it directly affects the viewer. But this is just part of the randomness that happened today, so I just want to give you some perspective here. All right. So for months, a lot of YouTubers have kind of been like, we don't know what's going to happen. You know, what happened with YouTube at the end of the year? It seems like YouTube screwed up. YouTube has had absolutely no answers for anyone. We've been waiting over 2 months for answers, got no answers. They just keep saying they're working on it. They're working on it. They're going to fix it. Okay. So the bottom line is it looks like a lot of people got shafted at the end of 2015, who do YouTube full time, who make their money based off of YouTube performance and stuff like that. All of a sudden this morning, I get this payment from Machinima that makes absolutely no sense. I don't know if this is money that I was owed from last year from the screw up of YouTube. I don't know if this is something completely different. I don't even know what this is. And I'm staring at it like, what is this? You know? And it's kind of like when you get something like that, you feel so like, you know, it feels like, I don't know what this is. Is this a gift? Is this a screw up? Is this something I'm owed? Is this something that I don't even know what this is? I'm just so like flabbergasted. And by the way, no, it's not like Machinima said, oh, here's $1 million. No, that's not what happened. You know, but I was just like, well, I don't understand this, and so I'm scratching my head. I'm like, what is this money? I get random money. Is this money that I have to spend? Is this a fuck up that I shouldn't spend? I certainly could, you know, use it to pay bills. I don't know what this is. Very confused. I'm very, very confused. So I sent them a message this morning, you know, not knowing exactly what the heck was going on. So that was just one random thing that happened, right? And as this is happening, I get an email. This is just how much random shit happened. I get an email from someone who says, Phil, I pledged to your Patreon for January, and I need to know if it went through. I'm very confused. And I said, well, that's bizarre. It's the 12th. You would think that if someone pledged to my Patreon in the month of January that would have been, you know, charged or processed the first few days of the month. So I said, you know, give me your info, give me your email and all that. So I get all the info. I go and I check on Patreon. Lo and behold, Patreon pledge or processed their pledge today. Now, this person now is owed perks. So now I'm like, well, I already went through everyone and, you know, and got all the perks and stuff, you know, divvied out earlier last week, but I will do my best to try to get you your perks. I have no clue why Patreon would have just done this so late. It makes no sense. And now I'm kind of nervous because if this was just one guy, how many other people could this possibly happen to? As I told you guys publicly a couple weeks ago, Patreon this month, well, last month, there were 30 people who were declined. That's the most ever. So you tell me maybe this was a screw up by Patreon and now they're going to start processing people super late? I have no idea. I'm so confused. So all this is happening, right? All this random shit is happening. Then I sit down. I'm like, all right, well, I better start setting up my stream here because, you know, I want to get Firewatch going. My laptop pops up. My laptop pops up and says, you need to do a mandatory Windows update. Now, let me tell you guys something. I disabled the mandatory Windows update on my laptop when I bought it 3 years ago. I've since tried to re-enable disabling the mandatory Windows update 2 other times. It doesn't work. I don't know what happened with this laptop. It just updates whenever it wants. There's some days I'll be like working and I'll get a fucking pop-up. You must restart now. Like, what? I didn't even get a notice telling me that I had to restart this thing. Mandatory update must restart now. Huh? And then sometimes days ahead of time I'll get a message that'll say, in 3 days you need to restart this mandatory Windows update. I told it not to do updates. I don't want updates. It does them anyway. So now, oh, okay, let me fumble around. So I'm restarting my laptop, and I'm getting the stream set up, and as I'm doing that, I come back to my laptop, and it's at a black screen. So now I'm like, okay, it's a black screen. Now what do I do? Do I unplug it? If I unplug it, it probably won't turn off because it has a battery inside. If I manually hold the power button, will it, you know, brick the laptop? Because if I brick the laptop, you know, I need the laptop. I do the laptop for tons of stuff. You know, I use it to monitor the stream. I use it for stream chat. I use it for various things. Obviously, when I'm not home, this is a very important piece of equipment for my business. If this laptop fries or bricks, I'm screwed. I don't have any money to go buy a new laptop. So now I'm like, what do I do? It's just hanging at this black screen. So I took the chance. I took the plunge, as they say, and I held down the power button, and the laptop went into, of all things, standby mode. It didn't restart or turn off. It went to standby mode. I pressed it again, and it kind of turned on, but not really. So I mashed all the buttons, and then the screen turned on, and it said, oh, now completing Windows Update. I was like, oh my god. So you're telling me if I didn't hold down the power button, which you're not supposed to do during a Windows Update, the update would have never completed. Oh, I'm face palming right now. You probably can't hear it. Here, hold on. Did you hear the audible face palm? I'm just like, what is happening? It's so bizarre. Oh yeah, another thing. I randomly forgot. We were sitting downstairs, Leanna and I, for a few minutes this morning having a coffee, right before I came up to get ready for work. And we're sitting there and I'm like, something feels like we forgot something this week. I was like, didn't we buy lotto tickets earlier this week? And she's like, no. And I was like, no, I swear we did. And she's like, no, we didn't. That was a few weeks ago. And I'm like, no, I swear we bought lotto tickets this week. So we went to the kitchen and we opened her purse. We did buy lotto tickets this week and we're like 3 days late. Check the results. We're like, holy shit. So we checked the tickets and ladies and gentlemen, I am a millionaire. No, I'm not. I'm kidding. No, I'm not a millionaire, and no, I will never be that lucky. Trust me. But it was funny because when this hat we checked it, of course we didn't win. Who wins the lotto, right? Certainly not that lucky of a person. But here's the funny part. We check it, right? And I'm like, here's what would happen. Today's such a random day for me, right? If we had won the lotto, what would have happened was I would have won the lotto, and immediately the second, like, we won the lotto. We're set for life. We're millionaires. We don't ever have to worry about financial problems again. We're like, holy shit. And then we look out, and immediately the saucers would land, the aliens would come down and just enslave the human race. That would be my luck. That would be my freaking luck. I would actually, I'll tell you right now, I'm not even kidding you. If I had won the lotto, right? If I had won the lottery and I was a millionaire, I would still be streaming right now. Because the bottom line is this, I am the same person, at least, even though I've matured and grown over the years that I've done YouTube, I pride myself that I haven't completely changed. You know, a lot of people, oh, I got popular on YouTube, so now I'm a completely different person. I'm an upper class snooty person. No, I'm the same dude. And the bottom line is I love gaming. Like, what I do for my work is what I would be doing for fun on a daily basis. Now, would I do it the same way? Would I do it as much? Would I do it as often? Maybe not. But I would still be here, you know, playing games, streaming, sharing those experiences with you. No lie, if I won the lotto, right now I'd still be live streaming. That's the kind of person I am. But anyway, I digress. No, I didn't win the lotto. But what a random day. And that's just a few things. There's actually a few other things too that happened. But I'm just saying, what a weird day it's been. What a wacky day. You know, now we're gonna play Firewatch, so hopefully it goes well. Alright. So, I digress, obviously. I just wanted to share that story with you. A lot of random shit going on. I have no idea where the rest of the day is going to take me. I mean, like I said, who knows? I could, you know, my house could explode. Who knows? Who knows at this point? I could get an exclusive sponsorship with Selsun Blue. Then every video from now on, you'll see me washing my hair with their shampoo. I don't know what's going to happen. Go ahead and begin with Firewatch. Let's talk a little bit. First of all, let's go through the schedule briefly because I want everyone to understand what's going to happen because my schedule has changed dramatically. Based off of your feedback last night, well, the feedback that I was able to get with my Twitter being bombarded with fucking stupid shit, everyone basically overwhelmingly voted and said, Phil, instead of doing Hits of the Week this week, which is your weekly montage series where I do things like the best and worst moments and stuff from my gameplay, why don't you do game reviews? Because this week you already completed Naruto, you already completed Unravel, and people would like to also see you play Firewatch, but we also want reviews. You know, it's been a month since you actually did a game review, and we'd like to see you review the new games over doing just like a best of the week montage. So based off of your feedback last night, that's what I'm gonna do. So right now we're gonna be doing Firewatch for around 3 to 3.5 hours, and then tonight I'm going to be completing and releasing my review of Naruto Shippuden Ultimate Ninja Storm 4. That review will be released tonight. Tomorrow I'm gonna be playing more Firewatch. Okay, from what people are saying, I'm probably going to complete the game tomorrow. I'm also going to be releasing a new DSP Tries It. And then, if that is the case, if I finish Firewatch, alright, what I'm going to be doing for the next couple of days, rather than just doing gameplay, here's what I'm going to do for you. I'm going to be working on editing and finishing my review of Unravel, okay? I'm also going to be doing a review for Firewatch. In addition, tomorrow, Leanna and I are going to be going to see the Deadpool movie, which we're very excited about. It's been a long time coming, that movie, right? And I'm going to be doing a reactions video to that, and I'm hoping I can release that on Sunday, the day right after that I see the movie. So that's going to be coming. I'm going to be doing the weekend preview on Sunday night. I'm going to be working on patron stuff over the weekend, so many patrons are going to be getting their perks over the weekend. And, you know, if all of that gets finished, if I get to release all of these reviews, if I get to release my reactions video, there's a chance I may even do something else. Whether it's I do the hits of the week and I get to it, or I focus on something else, I don't know. So we're going to see. You know, we'll see definitely what happens. I don't want to promise anyone anything. One thing that I'm really interested in doing is this Monday night, playing Street Fighter V at release. Because I don't know how many of you know this, but Street Fighter V comes out this Tuesday. It's a huge release for me. It's kind of like coming full circle on YouTube for me because I got super popular on YouTube playing Street Fighter 4. And that was 2009. Here we are 7 years later. And a lot of things have changed in a lot of ways. And a lot of things are still the same. And I want to really just dedicate myself to playing the living shit out of Street Fighter V this week, and I would absolutely love to do a special premiere stream this Monday night at 9 p.m. my time if it releases. It's supposed to be a midnight release, and I've got it digitally on PlayStation 4 over PSN, so I should be able to play it like, you know, right away. We'll see what happens with that, but I might do that. I might do a special like 1 to 2 hour premiere stream and then, you know, go full force into it Tuesday morning. All right. So I'm excited for this coming week. I hope you're excited too. Multiple reviews coming up, reaction vlog coming up, you know, new games, so much stuff coming up, and I hope that you're excited for all of it as I am. Regardless of the randomness happening in my life right now, I'm having a lot of fun, and I hope that you are having fun too, okay? So, very quickly, gratuitous plugs. This will take less than 5 minutes, I promise. Number one, if you're watching this live stream, if you're watching my videos on demand on YouTube, and you are enjoying the experience, and you want to see this continue to happen full-time, you want to see me continue to be able to do this as a business, there's several different ways that you can help out. First of all, in the description of every video, in the description of this this stream, you can see an Amazon Associates link. That's number one, something you can do. Number two, you can check out my Patreon at patreon.com/darksidephil. Within the next couple days, I'll be updating the goal for this month. I think it's a goal that people will like. If we hit our funding level, of course, you can get personal perks, such as getting your questions answered in my monthly Q&A show, getting text or verbal thank yous in my videos, getting to vote and or nominate on stuff for these special events. Right now, patrons from the month of January are nominating games for the upcoming Patron's Choice playthrough. There you go. So that's a perfect opportunity. If that's something you like to do and have actual control over stuff that I do, Patreon's the way to go. All right. So patreon.com/darksidephil. And last but not least, my girlfriend Leanna has a business called The Black Current. She sells handmade glycerin soaps. She sells wax tart melts. She sells all kinds of stuff over there. I'm not going to spend too much time elaborating, but I'll just tell you this. I use her products daily. I love them. She actually just made me 2 custom bars of soap of the scent Kentish Rain that I really love. I cannot wait to start using it in the shower. She's had over 150 sales since the business opened. Nothing but positive reviews, and you'd be surprised the most customers are male. You would think that, oh, you know, that's something that only chicks would like. Why is Phil talking about that? No, most customers are male. It's absolutely true. I dare you to check out her business and check out all the feedback. In fact, Gino Saji just posted up the link in the stream chat. It's at etsy.com/shop/theblackcurrant. Give it a look. And coming soon, when springtime hits, she'll be launching her new springtime line of products, so check it out. All right. Gratuitous plugs completed. Thanks, everyone, for being here live on the stream. And let us begin with Firewatch, this game that people have been hyping all week. Phil's got to play Firewatch. Got to play Firewatch. Firewatch. I certainly hope it at least lives up to, like, half of the hype that people have given this freaking game at this point. I don't know. I mean, it's hard. When people hype something so strongly, it's hard to live up to the hype, but we'll see what happens. All right? All right. Thank you very much, everybody. And let's get started with Firewatch. All right, everybody. Let me get everything adjusted here. Let me get my headphones on. Here we go. I'm actually drinking a Kickstart energy drink, which I do not get paid for that plug, but I love Kickstart energy drinks. They're some of my favorites. They're actually my favorite overall. Of all energy drinks I've ever had, they're really good. So, if you're looking for an energy drink, one that doesn't taste like butt, try out Kickstart. And I don't get paid for that. But if Mountain Dew wants to pay me for that... Alright, I'm just kidding. Alright, here we go. Let's begin. Here we go. Actually, you know what? Before I begin, 2 things I want to do. Number 1, I have my bright light on in my office. I want to turn that off. And number 2, I want to crack my window open. Let me do that quickly. Ugh. I'll turn on my smaller light. Too bright. Oh. Alright. Should be good now. Give me 1 second and then we'll begin. Ugh. Sorry, everyone. One of my devices is lagging. Come on. Son of a bitch. Oh my. There's nothing worse than having like an electronic device that is just running so fucking slow and it holds up your whole day. I mean, I've got hundreds of people who want to see me start this game. Let's just have my laptop run as slow as possible. Chug along. Even though I just did a Windows update. Yeah, what did it update? It updated their ability to keep popping up and tell me to upgrade Windows, I think. That's about all it updated. Alright. Alright, now I'm good to go. Here we go. Alright, let's begin. Is my controller working? Yes. Okay, here we go.
I bless the rains down in Africa!
It's Toto. The Toto songs.
Ooh.
Away from you, there's nothing that 100 men no more could ever do. I bless the rains down in Africa. Oh, yeah. Dun, 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 dun. I actually love that song. I don't know why, it's so catchy. Alright, well everybody, it is time for a quick break. I'm actually quite enjoying the game so far. Even though there's not a lot of action, it certainly is entertaining with the dialogue and stuff that's going on, and a little bit of a mystery here with the down power line, and who is the mysterious guy in the forest, and who ransacked the tower. Pretty good so far in my opinion. I hope you're enjoying it. I'm gonna take a quick break here, probably about 10 minutes or so, and then we'll come back with about another hour 45 or so of Firewatch. I have no idea how far along in the game I am, but we'll find out. So, don't go anywhere. I'll be back shortly with more. I hope you're enjoying the game as much as I am, and I'll be right back. Alright, everyone, I am back, and let us continue with Firewatch, as I promised. Going here. Let me get my headphones out. Alrighty. I think the game auto-saves. Here we go.